The passions that are closest to your heart, the catalyst for setting different paths. Dealing only goodness, don't do this life in halves. Rare connections made like seeing shooting stars. It's the little things that really make us free.
If you slow down, take a look around. If you wait now, don't worry, worry, worry. You won't run out. There's never any doubt. You should know now. Don't worry, worry, worry. If you look at the birds and you look how they fly, look how they soar straight up to the sky. Never a thought even enters their mind that one day they might fall. You don't know what's given in life. Get what you need when the moment is right. You know in time the stars will align and everything is clear. So breathe in the moment, in the moment. You need to just breathe in the moment, in the moment. Gotta let go of things you can't control. Darling, you know. Don't worry, worry, worry. You can outgrow the limits that you know. If you say so. Don't worry, worry, worry. You look at the birds and you look how they fly. Look how they soar straight up to the sky. Never a thought even enters their mind that one day they might fall. You don't know what's given in life. Get what you need when the moment is right. You know in time the stars will align and everything is clear.
Well, what can I say about this? Big up, everybody. Welcome to Spearhead Records podcast live number 33 with me, Steve BCee. Going to be here for the next couple of hours. Great to see so many regulars tuning in already. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud or Mixcloud or the iTunes podcast, we're not live, but we do this live 2 p.m. every Saturday afternoon. There's going to be a lot of, say this every week now, but there's going to be a lot of talking. If you don't want to listen to a podcast where there's loads and loads of talking, I suggest you stop listening to it now rather than listen to loads and then moan about it. So this, of course, In the Moment, me and Charlotte Haining, featuring Tempsa, the man of the moment, Monroe, and what a remix he's done. This clocked up 50,000 streams between Spotify and YouTube alone in the first 24 hours. So I'm pretty happy with that. Also, you may hear a bit of background noise today because I'm having a new door fitted. There's quite a lot of drilling going on, but we'll work with it.
If you look at the birds and you look how they fly, look how they soar straight up to the sky. Never a thought even enters their mind that one day they might fall. You don't know what's given in life. Get what you need when the moment is right. You know in time the stars will align
Just breathe. Stop running scared. Just breathe. Tomorrow will be there. Tomorrow will be there.
We'll get into more chat in a bit, but this one's Freedom Dub. It's from the next Bubblers EP from Whiny, coming very soon. So yeah, what a year 2020 was for Whiny with his Bubblers series. This one is going to be no exception. Is it 3 or 4? Yeah, Bubblers Part 3. It's coming out very, very soon. So if you like, I thought I'd rep some new merch again. Repping the Spearhead Records Target t-shirts, brand new. Check the backs. Designed, of course, by Mr. Penfold, Tim Gresham. If you didn't realise that by now, Tim Gresham, the designer of most of the Spearhead merch, brother of New Tone and Logistics, and repping the brand new Spearhead hats as well. So there you go. Big up Matt Clear. Matt Clear, big part of Spearhead for many years. Still around on the fringes somewhere. Big up Matt. Messing about with gas pipes these days. But at least it's steady money. Ish. I hope, Matt. Anyway, big up all the regulars. Big up Stephen Wicks, Natalie Hooper, Teresa Dower, Stuart Horbury, Chris Newell, Chris from Cambridge, Rob Filer, Cobb Dobler, Wayne Exuberant, Jonathan Sanchez Ferreira, Nick House, Rob Bonney, Arthur Raindick, Martin Hatt, I might say some of these names twice, Stephen Wicks, Lucy. I'm not going to even try and say your surname because I have enough trouble speaking my own language. Matt Lodge, Resilient, Just C, 420, Nico Rex, some new names as well, Stuart McFadden, Martin Tim Swift Crofts, flipping heck, loads of people in the chat, and I know I've missed some. DPR, big up, Finton Davis, Michaela, Tim Lucas, flipping heck, man, loads of people tuned in today. I don't know what the actual figures are, but big up everybody. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock. This is Galaxy. You should know this one. If you don't, it's by me and Ember. Features Philippa Hanna on the vocals. And big congratulations to Philippa Hanna, who about 2 weeks ago now became a mum for the first time. So big up Philippa and Joel, her husband. I've forgotten their baby's name. I think it's an unusual one. Anyway, I'll check it out. So big up Philippa. And if you want this one on vinyl, as I'm sure you do, loads of you have got this already. In fact, most people in the chat I think have got this already, but it's on this. Mood Swings free. This is out on Friday. This is coming Friday, but if you've ordered one already and it isn't waiting for other pre-orders, it's shipped. And if you order one from Spearhead Records Bandcamp or Spearhead Records site, I'll get it in the post straight after the show.
need to look for the meaning. Look for the meaning and find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us, but we'll find the meaning. Look for the meaning, find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us, but we'll find the meaning.
There you go, Gareth Newbury's answered the question. Philippa and Joel's daughter is called Ozma Lennon. Told you it was a rare name, and what a good name it is. Just got your message, Gareth. Big up, glad you're feeling alright, bruv.
We'll find the meaning. Look for the meaning. Find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us. Oh, we'll find the meaning.
This one's brand new, Nympho. It's forthcoming on his next Spearhead Records EP. It'll be the third EP from Nympho on the label. So just picking up something from the chat room then. At least one person, maybe a couple, have said, can they have a Spearhead Beat Saber pack? I have got absolutely not a clue what a Beat Saber is. So it ain't going to be today. But I'll have a look. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Big up Aidan Russell. Aidan, I emailed you earlier. Check it out. Took me a while. Sorry about that. So this one's called Sleepwalking. Like I said, brand new Nympho forthcoming later this year on Spearhead. It's a virtual reality thing. Okay, I have no contacts in that area at all, so we'll see. Okay, I've got a slight problem. This is the volume knob for the speakers in the studio, and I usually turn it down so I can speak, which I have done, and then back up so I can mix. It's off of my sound card, so it's not meant to have as much use as I've given it over these podcasts. This could be a problem. I think I can turn the insides a little bit. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully some glue will fix it. We'll make do. So the volume might be a bit up and down today. We'll see how we get on.
fact that I still miss you. No, I don't really need it, and I don't really want this, but it doesn't change the fact that I still miss you.
If you were listening last week or heard last week's show, you'll have heard this one already. It's called Still Miss You. It features Charlotte Hayden on the vocals, and it's brand new from Technimatic, forthcoming on their own label.
Doesn't change the fact that I still miss you. Please don't lie. I don't think I could take one more. Please don't cry. I haven't done nothing wrong. If you're holding out in a hope I won't find out, let me make it easy on you now. If you blame it all on me, then there's no doubt. There's no point in trusting you, 'cause I don't really need it, and I don't really want it.
This won't be the last you hear of Charlotte's vocals today,
I still
obviously, because she's still very, very busy writing loads of music. Big up Mark Dawson, hope you're well, mate.
but it doesn't change the fact that I
And Laura, hope you're good too.
doesn't change, no, no. Doesn't change the fact that I still miss you. Doesn't change, no, no. Doesn't change the fact that I still miss you. Doesn't change, no, no. Doesn't change. Doesn't change, no, no.
Well, one half of Technimatic is Chromatic, aka Andy Powell, and he sent this bootleg a while back. I've heard a few people playing this on their streams. I did play it quite a while back now too. It's called Cold Hands. It's by Arctic Lake, and this is the Chromatic bootleg mix. Also, big up Bluefoot J. If you haven't checked out Bluefoot J's All Spearhead set, it's on the Spearhead Records YouTube. You can do that. He sent me a tune today. I haven't downloaded it yet, but thank you very much. I'll check it out shortly. Somebody asked me last week if I'd done any of the bootleg series that Focus Records have been releasing, and I said no, I haven't. And then, like Sunday, I think it was, I got an email from Focus asking me to do one. I've started a couple. They're probably not tracks that are commonly bootlegged. One using the soundtrack from Ad Astra, Big Strings. Once they're finished, I'll play them to you, of course. Arthur says, any news about the possible Life As We Know It CD? A couple of podcasts back, I said I might consider doing it. I've done it. But it's not going to be available until about May because stuff is just taking so long to get manufactured right now. There will be a CD version due to popular demand, and it's going to have a little extra on it, so watch this space. Chris says, have I heard the Macca and Los Contreras unknown artist thing? Yes, they sent me that as a reference. It's pretty good. This one is by Muffler. It's called White Horse. I can see why it's called White Horse, because it kind of conjures up an image of riding around on the back of a horse. I rode a horse once last October in Wales. It was like being punched in the balls for 25-30 minutes. I don't know why people want to do that. You know, but never mind. Northants says labels don't put everything on CD. Man, CDs are like basically dead. You've got to have a really big project to make it work on CD, even more so than vinyl. There's just no point when most DJs use USBs. But we are doing something special for the Life as We Know It one. Leonardo says you get used to it. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if it's something I want to get used to. There's got to be a better way, but yeah. This is Rivers. Lottie Woodward on vocals. Title track from Tony Friend, aka Terra's debut EP Rivers on Spearhead. And he's got more stuff coming your way very soon. Just in case you didn't believe me, that was me moaning about it. His name was Max, and he was a beast. They got me an extra big horse, which I thought was rude. This is taken from the debut Sweet Pea EP that you can order now on spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com. The EP is called Undercover, and this is the title track. It's called Undercover, featuring Shady Nouvelle on the vocals. Martin says, last week I said the tune with a sample of Morgan Freeman on it was coming out on UKF. Will it be on vinyl? It's coming out on Drum and Bass Arena. Initially, it's definitely a digital release. It might come out on vinyl as well. I'm not sure. I can't guarantee that, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's coming out on Drum and Bass Arena in the not too distant future, along with another track called Run with Dynamite MC. And if I remember, I'll play both of them today too. if you want to catch a little bit more of Sweet Pea and what she's about as a DJ, she is an absolutely phenomenal DJ. If you didn't catch it the first time round, or even if you did, check out YouTube/Spearhead Records Ltd. On our live sets section, there are 2 sets of Sweet Pea with Cheekaboo on the vocals, and really good mixes, man. Check them both out. Of course, pre-order the Undercover EP from spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com. Well, if you've been watching the podcast for a while and listening, you'll know that one of my favourite releases from the whole of last year was Alex Perez's EP, Without End EP / mini album. I don't think I ever played this one from it on the podcast. This is Perfect Stranger. It's a collab with Halogenics. And if you haven't listened to the Without End EP yet, you need to get it. So good. Halogenics. What a producer, man. Him and Alex together. Unbelievable. I'm going to play you a brand new Halogenics remix next as well, which is kind of the other end of the Halogenics spectrum. Big up Rob Bonney. We'll catch you soon, bruv. This is Kings of the Rollers, Sheller, featuring Nympho. Halogenics on the remix. Forthcoming on the 25 Years of Hospital album. Big up Tim Hewitt, just as a side note. Some of the lyrics in this are hilarious. Check them out. This one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. Every time I listen to this, I notice more and more lines. The guy's a genius. This one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. What's a Coachella, Bacchanal, Mega Mellow, Bella, Jamapella, Wally Range Dweller, spin a soundboy like propeller, straight interstellar, this one's a winner, not for beginner, nor principal skinner, but like the soup with the spinner for your dinner, in the big things where we dinner, this one's a Sheller, this one's a Sheller, this one's a Sheller, this one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. This one's a Sheller. Dan Bryan says there's also an L-side remix of B Complex Beautiful Lies coming on Hospital 25 and it's banging. I know. I've got that in the pot for today too. As L-side, one of my favourite producers right now. This is Winslow, Mumbles of Grace. Again, one of the real producers to really emerge last year. There's something from Winslow, forthcoming Spearhead. All in good time, my friends. trying to work out why I've got dark black dandruff today all over my white shirt. And I've just realised it's because my headphones are falling apart. So we've lost the volume knob and now half the headphones. That's one of them days. I guess what I'm saying is go to spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com, pre-order all these, pre-order all the vinyls, buy one of these nice new tees because I need to replace some gear. Big up. They're also downstairs replacing the front door, which needs paying for too. The old one was getting so you could have probably farted on it and broken in. And a new toilet, so everything's breaking. But at least we're still COVID free. For the concern over the Spearhead toilets. I have been told since going on air that the toilets have been replaced. So I'm looking forward to christening them after or maybe even during the show. TMI, as they say, but you did ask. This is brand new BCee. It features Dynamite MC. That's called Run, and it's forthcoming on Drum and Bass Arena. I got sent the artwork for this yesterday, and it looks flipping brilliant. Been hand drawn, and this is kind of the B side, the A B with Great Scorer, which I'll play later on.
They never realize we got passion inside.
This one coming in is forthcoming Liquid V, or V Recordings, part of the Carlito and Addiction Club Classic series, or not classic, just club series. Liquid V Club Sessions 7, I think it is. It's called Green Project, and it's by Pulse and Madcap, and it's a banger. This one is by Gardner. I have played it before. It's called Good Time, Not a Long Time. Watch the Ride remix. Omar on the vocals. Last Sunday, me and Andy and the girls had a little FaceTime playing some stupid games with my mum and dad online just to keep entertained. And we played this categories game where you have to think of things, loads of different categories with the start of a letter. And I got a winner with Omar for a boy's name. They all told me that is not a boy's name. Nobody's ever been called Omar. so I looked up this tune. And I had that point, I'll tell you. Now, I don't know about you, if you've found perhaps your parents or elderly relatives or friends or even yourselves during lockdowns, as everybody relies on technology a little bit more, I let some of the older generation find it a little bit difficult to kind of get into the technology. My mum and dad have adapted really, really well. They've got to grips with their iPad and FaceTiming people, and they've got better internet speed and everything else. They're doing pretty well. And my dad gets easily offended when I talk about this sort of thing. So, Dad, I hope you haven't tuned into this one. If you have, we're about to laugh with you, not at you, and it's important you remember that. Because I have to tell you all that this week, I dropped some stuff off at my dad's, and he said to me he'd been having a bit of trouble with his printer. Now, I got my dad a printer that he could, and I told him he could just print straight from his iPhone to this printer. And he wasn't really happy with the quality of how it was coming out. I wish I'd bought the printout with me to show you. But it turned out he'd basically been getting the picture on his iPad, putting his iPad into the photocopier part of the printer and just photocopying his iPad. And it did make me laugh a lot. Did get a picture, but not quite to the quality he was expecting. I'm not going to recount any more stories about that. He has managed to open 3 new Facebook accounts during lockdown as well. Anyway, Dad, you've only got to give me a ring. I'm here for IT support. It won't be long before my daughters are my IT support. I will not be publishing a full track list of the show. For those that are asking, you'll have to listen back and work it out. Just because it's unplanned and I don't want to go back through the whole thing. But all the tracks that are out will, of course, be in the playlist. There's a link for that in the description, or just search Spearhead Presents on Spotify. And this is called Love Is Found. It's by Bachelors of Science. It features Ben Soundscape from Insiders, Dominique Gomez and MC Child. And I think it's forthcoming formation. I might be wrong on that though. Probably out. If it's out, it'll be in the playlist. Getting this weird black dandruff again. Time for new headphones.
To the heads and the faces, those who front and center and those who remain nameless. To each and every one of you who gon' play this, the lovers, the haters, and those you get blazed with. The humble, the thankful, the grateful, and the gracious. A bigger family than the one I was raised with. The dreamers, the doers, and those who don't take it. Cause when love is found, together we can make it.
When the love is found, they'll never keep us down, never keep us down, yeah. We keep our feet on the ground, we keep holding me down, yeah. In the darkest hour, feel the fire, healing power. Cause when the love is found, they'll never keep us down, never keep us down, no. Never keep us down, no.
It's B Complex, Beautiful Lies. I believe this is one of Hospital's, if not the best-selling track on Hospital. At least it was at one point. This is L-Side on the remix. Forthcoming 25 Years of Hospital album. I've got at least one more track from that album to play you today. This is a track that I don't think many people would have dared tackle. But Leonardo L-Side has delivered the goods. This one is called For Me Dub. It's by the one and only Willem, the second half of the Vanguard project with me. It's from his forthcoming EP, his debut solo EP on Spearhead. The EP is called One Track Mind. It will be out in April, end of April I think. And yeah, it will be on vinyl as well. 4 slices of absolute gold. And I believe he played most of the instruments on this as well. Drew has been spending a lot of time learning guitar, drums, all sorts, perfecting his craft. I've been spending this third lockdown trying to learn piano. Believe it or not, I can't actually play any instruments, even though I've been a producer for years. Getting on alright with it. Kind of gave up a bit. I was trying this morning and it was driving me up the flipping wall. Got this app called Playground with Harry Connick Jr. trying to teach me. I can play with both hands already, but I couldn't today. Anyway, if anyone can play piano really well, big up. I will persevere. And then you'll start hearing some even more mad piano riffs because I won't have to draw them on the screen one at a time. Chris, I'll check out that Lurch track. I believe that's on Intrigue, isn't it? For me dub. Played this one last week. This is forthcoming Hospital Records. It's Mike Kiss and it's taken, this is called Rain Falling Down and it's from his forthcoming EP Night Bus Stories. Yeah, Night Bus Stories. Love this tune. And if you haven't had a good listen yet through the Gold Fat catalogue, Johnny aka Mike Kiss is the label that he runs. Well worth a listen, full of soul. Big up Stephen Wicks, aimlessly driving around so he can listen to the podcast at a proper volume. I'm guessing you're not in England for two reasons. One, I think it's illegal to aimlessly drive around at the moment. Weirdly. Maybe not if you just keep reversing out and in your drive. But also, it's not Saturday morning here, and you calling it Saturday morning. So, big up, Stephen. No snow today here in Dis. So wherever Stephen is, it's 6 a.m. when the podcast starts. Yeah, your neighbours probably wouldn't like you blaring it out then. Fair enough. This is called Stone Cold. Not to be mistaken with Muffler Stone Cold, his Spearhead album. This is by Filth and Reckless from the forthcoming Full Moon EP on Dispatch. This is my pick of the bunch. Stone Cold. Dan says snow's just arrived in Ely. Well, maybe it's on its way here then. I'm not that far from you. According to my weather app, it might snow at 6 o'clock. Wicked. Love a bit of snow. Especially when I haven't got to go anywhere in it. Yes, Dan. Says 316. I do understand the reference. Actually, I don't know how I ended up doing this, but I ended up watching about an hour and a half of WWE last Sunday afternoon, flicking through the channels. Still as hilarious as ever. A couple of them couldn't wrestle because they genuinely had COVID. They weren't wrestling in masks or anything, so it's a good point. I mean, if you're going to catch COVID from somebody, surely wrestling them, you're going to do that, right? I don't know. While I do try and mainly stay away from politics as well, I've got to say it. Thank the Lord for Biden. I mean, the news is going to be a bit more boring without Trump, but
was love at first sight when I saw that. I held that microphone tight, ain't got no time to fumble. Click suit, I was skanking in the name of. When I said step, 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 no, that was not a stumble. It was love at first base when I heard that. Cooking those reggae roots up, yeah, that's my favorite gumbo. Don't need a map, I was never lost inside them. Without the power, now the tower, it could never tumble.
See, I was brought up in the legendary days of. It was all about the music and our lives were humble. But I knew I'd always make it in this game of. Bass assistant for your list and make your system crumble. See, I was brought up in the legendary days of. It was all about the music and our lives were humble. But I knew I'd always make it in this game of. Bass assistant for your list and make your system crumble.
Of course. Logistics jungle music. Getting a little 2021 update from Dynamite and DRS. Again, 25 years of hospital forthcoming.
Up in Century was so official. Stand your horn, flash your lights around, just blow your whistle. We kept the corner warmer, smoking on some fresh thistles. Love the acetate selection to the bone gristle. Cool FM took care of all the airways.
There is no doubt there'll be a lot more from DRS and Dynamite as a duo.
Real magic.
Because I believe, well, they're still signed to hospital at the moment, so I'd imagine it's. I mean, I don't actually know anything more than that, but I'd imagine we'll see another album.
Soundboy in the name of jungle. Appetite, how you mean born in this crazy? Blaze, you gotta speak the truth, live a proof I'll born you. Maybe you like it to be soundboy in the name of. Maybe you like it to be soundboy in the name of jungle.
One of my other favourite underrated producers is Alibi. This is out now. It's on V. It's called Mind and Soul. It's called Found You from the Mind and Soul single. Just to clarify, DRS and Dynamite signed to hospital as a duo. So you'll still get DRS stuff, you'll still get Dynamite stuff. As a duo, they signed to hospital. Says, and what about Rubik's? He needs to be signed too. I've got no idea who Rubik's is, but okay, cool. I see Rubik's has 92 listeners on Spotify, which is probably why I haven't come across him yet. but I will check it out. I've just opened up the page. I'll have a listen after the show. AJ says, is Flavour working on new material? I'm guessing you mean Favour. And he has got more stuff around. We might put some stuff out at some point. This will be the next single from me, out in a couple of weeks' time. It is, of course, Cannot Escape Your Love. Lucy Grimble, aka Lita, on the vocals, and it's Millbrook on the remix. What a flipping remix. Really happy with how that one's come out. Big up from... I saw a message come in from Tim and got confused. Big up Millbrook for the remix on that one. Right. If you haven't copped this one yet, it will be out next Friday. And please, please do. If you haven't already got one and you want to collect something, I'm hoping these will all sell out. Like I say, I know that loads of people whose names are on this on the chat room, I know you've already got this. But
You cast your stone
if you haven't,
to the river.
the track is on here. It's by Rhea. It's called Ripples. It's on the Mood Swings free double pack vinyl. If you get it from Spearhead Records bandcamp.com, you also get the digital with it. So you can just frame it if you want.
Waterfalls of years waste and tall. And now the skies up above me are filled with cloud. You carry hope, carry rain, all the love and pain, casting shadows over all of us. Things have changed.
Follow Rhea on Instagram. You'll have seen her playing the chords and singing to this. If you don't, go and follow her on Instagram. And of course, as well, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Steve BCee and at Spearhead Recs, RECS.
Things
This is brand new from D-Tune. If you don't know D-Tune, then he produced with Degs Poveglia, probably Degs' biggest hit. This is part of the Au Revoir EP. It's called Lounge Affair, and it's coming soon on Program. This whole EP is really, really good. One of the kind of downfalls of Ram Records, in my opinion, these days, is that they just release so much flipping music. It's really easy to miss some absolute gold. And thankfully I didn't miss this one. I do try it every week. Just keep on top of listening to the promos so I can bring you the best of the bunch. And this is one of them.
While I'm carrying boulders, that was how I lived. It made me
The pain it led me astray caused more pain. In the grips of addiction I became overtaken by the loss for gain. The irony stained my sensories maimed, you know it's real. I speak straight from the depths, this shit's about as personal as it gets. There's no time like the present, I guess. Here it is, this state of unrest, while I try and digress. And yeah, I've realised that these memories will never go away. They're part of who I am, a fabric fitted to my brain. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, truth in what they say. So it's comforting to know that I'm okay.
Ember on the production, Semsa on vocals, singing, vocals, rapping, and these strings are him too. What a G. Quick big up to Chris Lewis as well, and I'll shout out Isla for you. Big up Bella and Oggy.
What you told me all our years ago, it was so cold to see you fold and break. All our years ago.
You were tuned in to one of the Spearhead sets over Christmas, the Christmas specials, and heard my classics set. This is one of my favourite hospital tunes. This is General Hospital, produced by Syncopics. Big, he must have sampled a 70s TV show for this. Absolute vibes though. So if you didn't check that classics set out, it's on the Spearhead Records YouTube. Go and check it out. This is by Seba. It's called So Beautiful. And it's forthcoming on his next Spearhead Records EP, which you can pre-order now. It's called the Breathe Deep EP. Also features 2 tracks with Emily Harkness and one with me, BCee. And it will be on vinyl. So please go and grab it, spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com or spearheadrecords.co.uk. This, of course, is me, BCee. A track called The Great Scorer, forthcoming on Drum and Bass Arena. I'm really happy with the artwork for this as well. You might have seen I showed, when I first played this track on here, if you were watching that episode of the podcast, I showed the piece of paper that the quote of this comes from. And the artist from Drum and Bass Arena has taken that and kind of done a dot drawing of exactly the image that was on that, made it into the artwork. Anyway, you'll see it. Really pleased with it. Big up Drum and Bass Arena crew.
And when the last great scorer comes to write against your name, he'll ask not if you won or lost, but how you played the game. how you played the game.
A little mashup that I made a few years back now. This is Hybrid Minds' Felicity, instrumental, and then the vocals from Hybrid Minds' Trauma, Rocky NT. They go well together as one track, right? I call it Felicities in Trauma. With that, it's going to take us to time, peeps. Spearhead Records Live podcast number 33 is in the bag. I didn't play anything from it. I was going to, but these suckers, Vanguard Project Volume 7, loads of you bought this one as well. This isn't out for a few weeks, but if you want one of them, spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com. Pre-order it and I'll send you the vinyl straight away. Same as Mood Swings Volume 3. It's out on Friday. Grab one of them. I'll send that straight away. Loads of people bought beanies after last week's show. Go and buy some of these. Grab yourself one of these new t-shirts.
Pictures blur, life moves on.
My last plug of the show. Of course, go and follow the playlist. The link is in the description. I'll be back next week, same time, 2 o'clock. If you're only listening on SoundCloud, Mixcloud or the podcast, come and join us one week. 2 p.m, Spearhead YouTube, Spearhead Facebook, Steve BCee on Twitch. I had loads more stuff to play today and we've run out of time, so we'll just roll it over to next week. I'll try and find you some more gold as well. I'm going to let this one roll out. But like I say, if you do want to show some love, do want to show some support, then just quite simply stream some stuff or go to spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com and buy something. Last thing, because somebody's just asked, when's Beat the System due? It's actually officially out, I think 26th of Feb, the repress, but it should be delivered this week, and if it is, I will post them straight away. So hopefully next weekend I'll have the vinyl in my hand, and then they'll all go out probably a week Monday. Okay, that's me done. Big up, see you next week.